In this section, we are going to learn about NgRx effects. So we have already learned about NgRx store. We have learned about NgRx DevTools. Now it's time to learn about NgRx effect and what is its use. But before we do that, before we learn about NgRx effects, let's add a new module in our application so that it will be easier for me to explain how NgRx effect works and where we should use NgRx effects. And for that, in this lecture, I'm going to create an auth module. In this auth module, we are going to have a login component and sign up component. And we are going to implement login and sign up functionality with the help of NgRx effects. So let's go ahead and let's create an auth module in this lecture. So here I'm in VS Code, and in our application inside this app folder, I'm going to create a new folder and I'm simply going to call it as auth. Inside this auth folder, I'm going to create an auth module file. So I'm going to call it as auth.module.ts. Now we have already learned that a module is nothing but a class. So let's go ahead and let's create and export a class and let's call it auth module. Now to make this class a module, we need to decorate it with ngModule decorator. So let's also go ahead and do that. And to use this ngModule decorator, we also need to import it from Angular/Go. Now to this decorator, we need to pass an object, and in that object, we have properties like declarations, which is an array. We have imports, which is again an array, and we have exports, which is also going to be an array. All right. Now inside this imports array, first of all, I'm going to import common module. So we need to import it from Angular/common. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to define a route. So here, let's create a constant. Let's call it as routes, which is going to be of type routes. And to use this routes, we need to import it from Angular/router. And this is going to be an array. Inside this, we need to define some routes that we will do in a bit. But we are going to register this route using router module. So let's go ahead and let's import router module as well. And to import this router module, we need to import it from Angular/router. And on that, let's call forChild. So here, whatever route we are going to define, that route will be only for auth module. So here I'm going to pass this routes constant. Now, before we define the routes, let's go ahead and let's create the required components. So for that, I'm going to open VS Code built-in terminal. And here I'm going to select command prompt. And now what I want is, I want to generate two components, the login component and the sign up component. And I want to generate it inside this auth folder. So here, let's go ahead and let's say ng generate component. We want to generate it inside the auth folder. And here I want to call it as login. Let's press enter. So you can see inside the auth folder, a login folder has been created. And in that login folder, we have the files related to login component. Here, let me simply go ahead and let me add h3 element. And here, let's say login page. Okay, let's save the changes. Let's close this file. Then in the same way, I'm also going to create another component called sign up. Let's press enter. And again, this sign up component also I want to create inside the auth folder. So let's create that using Angular CLI. So now you can see another folder called sign up has been created. And in this sign up folder, we have files related to sign up component. And in the sign up component.html, again, I'll add an h3 element. And here, let's simply say sign up page. Let's save the changes. Let's close this file. Now, here, let's define the routes. So here, first, let's specify the path. So here, I'm going to specify the path as auth. And then for that, let's specify the component. Okay. And for the component here, let's say login component. And actually here, let's say login, not auth. And in the same way, let's go ahead and let's create another route for sign up. So here the path will be sign up. And for that, we are going to load sign up component. Let's save the changes. So here our module is ready. Now in the app routing module, here I'm going to specify another route where the path will be auth. So what we want is when in the URL is root URL slash auth slash login, we want to display the login page. And when the URL is root URL slash auth slash signup, we want to display the signup page. Okay, so whenever in the URL we have this auth, there we want to load auth module. And for that, we are going to use this loadChildren to this. Again, we need to assign a callback function. Okay, and here we are going to import the auth module. So here let's specify the path of the auth module. It is in auth folder, and in there we have auth.module.ts file. So this is the module we want to load whenever in the URL we have path root URL slash auth. And this is going to return us a promise. So let's use then. When this promise is resolved, we are going to get a list of modules. From that, we are going to select auth module. And that's it. Okay, here also let's give some indentation. Okay, and here we don't need semicolon. With this, let's save the changes. And now if I go to our application, and here if I say root URL slash auth slash login, and if I press enter, you see it is loading the login page. And if I say root URL slash auth slash sign up, it is going to load sign up page. So the routes are working. Now we just need to, add the router links. Let me close this terminal here. So for that, let's go to header component. So here we have header component.html. There you can see we have links for login and sign up. So here I'm going to use router link instead of href. Same thing I'll do here. And for the path, we will specify slash auth slash login. And for sign up, we'll specify slash auth slash sign up. Let's save the changes. Let's go back to our application. And here, if I click on this login link, we are in the login page. If I click on this sign up link, we are in the sign up page. Okay. Now for this login and sign up, I'm not going to use this router link active directive. I don't want to highlight the login or sign up link in the header. So that's why I'm not going to use this router link active directive on these two links. But here in this way, we have created an auth module, which is lazily loading. That also let me show you. So let's open developer console. Okay. Let's clear everything here. So let's go to home page first and let's reload the page. Let's go to network tab. Let me clear everything here and let's reload the page again. So you see all the files related to application has been downloaded. Now if I clear everything here and if I go to login, in that case the auth module will be lazily loaded. So at that time we should see the code for the auth module downloaded here. So you see it is downloading the source code for auth module. So the auth module here is also getting lazily loaded. Alright, so in this lecture, we created the auth module and there we have two components, login and sign up. So these links are also working. Now in the next lecture, we are going to design this login page. This is all from this lecture. If you have any questions from this lecture, then feel free to ask it. Thank you for listening and have a great day.